Hello everyone, this is Joni, and I am going to try to make you guys an Easter project today. And I know I haven't been here for a while, but I've been having just a few problems with my blood pressure, but hopefully I've got it on the mend. But what I'm planning on making for you guys is this little carrot box, and I got it at Walmart, and I think it was around $4 and something. And I got this one, and I got one with green beans on it. And I do really like that. I think it's pretty. And then I'm going to use this little Easter bunny. And he was one of the Easter rabbits that I had out in my home tour last year. And his little girlfriend was with him sitting over here on my countertop. And so I decided to take him and use him in this DIY. And I probably will use her maybe later in the green bean one. I'm not sure if I don't decide to use her on something else. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this oasis down in here. And then I'm going to glue him to that. And hopefully it will turn out pretty. I think that it will. I have hopes it will. But I hope that you all have been getting along well and doing all the things that you want to do. Yeah, that's coming out pretty even there. So I watch all of you guys on YouTube when I'm not on making the videos. And I've been getting a lot of subscribers, new subscribers. So those of you who are new to my channel, I will just say welcome. As Bob Barker would say, come on down. And we'll see if we can have some fun. We usually try to. Now I'm going to take my little rabbit and sit him right here, and I'm not going to glue him down really a great deal because in all probabilities I will want to move him later on to something else, and so I'm not going to glue him really a lot of glue. I gotta cut some of his whiskers right here. They're sticking out. I think his little carrot is cute. But I'm just going to put just a little bit of glue on the bottom of his feet. And hope I don't burn my finger. I still have the cellulitis in my hand that I got the other time that I burned myself. And it's not fun, but I have to keep putting an antibiotic cream on it to keep it from getting worse. And I don't know what they plan on doing with it. They never tell you, they just go, And when they go, that means they don't know what they're doing. I learned that a long time ago. If you go to your doctor and he goes, just say, oh, well, there's one doesn't know what's going on. So then you sort of have to take matters into your own hands and do what you can. Now I put a bunch of my greenery away when I was cleaning my living room of my Christmas stuff. But it was greenery that you could use any time of the year. And I put it away, and bless your heart, I cannot find it at all now. So that just tells you, just leave everything right out in plain view. That's the way you get along better with me. Just leave everything sitting out where you can see it. Because if I put it away, it's gone. I have two of the candles and luminaire candles. And I thought before Christmas, I thought, well, I'm going to put these remotes away. Just put them in here in a very nice place where it would be easily available. Well, I put them away, okay. I haven't seen them since. And have looked the house upside down for them. Cannot find them. So, I don't know what's gonna... They'll pop up one of these days. And then I'll be able to use them. But that's the way a lot of my things happen. I tell everyone my house eats everything that comes inside. Now, so I'm using this greenery here, and I would prefer the one that I had because it was soft and really nice. But this is sort of, it was more like this. And that's what I really wanted. So I'll use as much of this as I can. I'm gonna have to buy some more because I had a whole big tub full of greenery. And lo and behold, it's gone. Gone. I hope that this will be stiff enough when I cut it off of this thing to go down in here to form the little thing that I want to form around here. I don't know about you guys, but we have been having very cold weather. I had to actually leave my water running one night. I don't think it would have frozen off because being from the north, my husband believed in being prepared. So when we put our water pipes and everything in, he was supervising the building anyway, so he put our pipes down 3 feet. So I don't think that they would be freezing, but I don't want to take a chance, so I go ahead and run the water when I think it's going to be really cold. And that way I don't have to worry about frozen pipes. That's looking pretty good. I think it's a little longer than what I really wanted it, but maybe I'll get it straightened out. I could get it straightened out real fast if I had some more of that greenery, but I don't think that I do. It's terrible when you put your stuff up and then lose it. I just have so many containers that it's hard to keep up with all of them. I don't want that long. I just want him looking like he's out in the forest and he's maybe trying to find another carrot. He has one carrot, but he's looking for another one. He's in Mr. McGregor's yard. Not his yard, but his garden, hunting for carrots for his family. He's a good daddy. Hunting for carrots for his family. I was talking with Tanya the other day, and you guys like to hear me tell stories all the time, and you think they're funny. Some of them are, and some of them I doubt about. But anyway, I thought of one, and I won't tell it to you today, but I'll tell it to you sometime in the near future. And it was a funny, funny story. It's something else that you would probably pass on to someone else that you wanted to have a good laugh. But seems like I'm about the only one run into these things. These things are fastened together. I'm not watching my camera to see if you all can see what I'm doing, which I should be. But I think that you're seeing everything. Tanya and I went shopping the other day, and I bought quite a few things, and I haven't put them up for a haul yet. I really should go ahead and do a haul on them, but I haven't yet. These have some kind of a very, very small, I ran into that the last time I was working on something, and it has the thinnest piece of material. It's some kind of twine, but boy, I'm telling you, that stuff is strong. You can hardly get between it at all. And it doesn't want to cut when you get in there to it. And you cannot pull it through either. At least I couldn't pull that one. I can't pull that one either. I don't know what in the world that is, but they've got the market on it, that's for sure. That thing, I think, would hold an airplane together. As tight as it is, and as strong. I have no idea what that is. It definitely is not wire, but it is strong. And I don't want to cut that off all that much. I'll just cut one of these at a time. There we go. I need some stuff about like that very tips of that fern that's but I have it, but I don't have it out here where I can get to it. I think that I bought these at Michael's, and I think you got 3 for, oh gosh, I wouldn't even hazard to guess. Seemed to me like it was 3 for $1. But I wouldn't state that as a fact. This is fastened the same way. I'll have to, right there is the little, you probably can't even see it, it's so tiny. I'll probably have to end up putting some flowers around the bottom of that, and maybe some eggs to help get some other stuff in there to give me a little more. I'm not used to working with not having enough products. And I am definitely working that way this time. Let's turn around and see what we can see from this side. I may have to end up using some of this little purple things too. That would go in there, and that would be a nice filler. That looks pretty good. I also bought this at Michael's, I believe. I think it was I've got some light, and then I have the dark, and I think it was the light that I bought at Michael's. I bought the dark, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. I hope that you all have gotten your comments, your notification, where I commented back to you. Because I answered them, but a lot of times my phone will not transfer it over to my iPad. And it takes me for a while to get them. That's looking pretty good if I have enough to go all the way around to the other side. Some little white stuff too. Use that. Okay, now if we can get the back of it fixed, it'll be walking in clover. That's something my mom used to say. If everything was going really well, she'd say, we're walking in clover. I'm trying to get my planner. I'm working on it. My new one, and I have gotten I believe it's January and February fixed. Now I need 2 more things in February, and then I'll be up ready to go with it like I should be, and be able to keep it up to date. But when I was really sick, I got behind and never could seem to get caught up with it. for a limited amount of supplies, it's doing pretty well. But I better not brag too soon. That was something else that my mom used to tell me. Don't brag too soon. She believed in covering all your bases. Oh, that one looks really pretty in there. I hope I can get something else down in here to fill in the same way. Well, he looks like he is agreeing that he doesn't mind his new home. I'm hoping, knock on some wood, to make about 3 more videos today, because I'm full of sayings today, in case you all haven't noticed. Have you heard the saying, strike while the iron's hot? That's what I'm trying to do. Strike while the iron is hot today. I'm trying to make several videos while everything's going well. And I don't know where all these sayings are coming from. I sure wasn't thinking about them before I came on the air. That looks pretty good. Well, here's another kind of white. We'll use them for a while now. I've got, I don't know how many flowers in here. A rabbit would really like it. Let's put it that way. Remember when I was little, we used to read about the rabbit with Mr. McGregor's garden. And I think, well, why don't they leave that little rabbit alone and let him get some food for his family? And guess I was thinking with a child's mind. But when he was taking it for his family, the adult family, the human family, was not getting any for their family. I like to always fill the back of my things in, because you never know when you might want to move it and set it somewhere that it can be seen from both sides. And then you're in trouble if you can't see it without seeing something nasty. So I try to usually fix both sides. But I'm on this wedding kick for some reason. I don't know why. It seems like everything I fix just about turns out looks like it's for a wedding. My last lantern that I fixed, I had no idea that I would fix it that way. I was just going to put the white flowers in it and forget about everything else. But by the time I got through with it, it would have been pretty for a wedding. I'm getting weaker or the flowers are getting stronger. I don't know which it is. I'm just glad I've got a mat on my table. I would sure be in trouble if I didn't. Here he is. Scoot that back just a little bit so you can see his ears and everything. I think he's sort of clashing with my chair. Here you can pretty well tell what he looks like. Move a bunch of this stuff. I think he's looking pretty good. By the time I put a few more green pieces in, he'll be okay. Oh, they sent me to the doctor the other day too. Again, another doctor yet. And gave me a test for my lungs. They're thinking all kinds of things wrong with my lungs. And I told them there was nothing wrong with my lungs. They had me short of breath and all such things. Not true. I told him, I said, I'm not short of breath. I don't get short of breath. I can keep up walking with my daughter, and she walks fast. And they gave me this, they put me in this cubicle, and gave me this test that they put these pincher things on my nose and blocked my nasal passage off so that I couldn't breathe through my nose. And then they made me huff and puff and huff and puff. I could have blown the house down if I'd have been the big bad wolf that I wasn't. But I had no trouble whatsoever breathing. And she said, your test came out fine. Then they sent me to another doctor, the same, I think it was the same stuff. And they weren't that, I guess, content with that. So they sent me to another doctor, and he tested me, and he said, well, he said, evidently he walked me in his office, his nurse did, and she came out, and she said, fine. And so they couldn't find anything there. So he said, oh, said, I'll just get you back in 6 months. He said, but that you don't have anything wrong with your lungs. So they keep that saying, well, there's nothing wrong with this and there's nothing wrong with this. But they did tell me I do have a heart blockage. And after all these years, they tell me that. But the good news is, the biggest majority of the people in this world do have it. And they never know a thing about it. And there's no problems with it. And so there's nothing for me to worry with it. So that is great. Now here it is pretty well finished, I'd say. And I got green stuff all over the places, blocking your view. There, that helped a lot. So I hope that, I was thinking about putting a little thing with this, but there isn't room for it, so I'm not going to force it. So I think that I'll put it up just the way it is. I think it looks pretty. And if I scoop this back just a hair, Tanya's in the kitchen. She just is moving on. She came over to see her mama today. She only lives about 10 minutes from me, if that long. So we've just been sitting, talking and everything. So I guess that's the way I'm going to let it go. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this. And I know I'm glad to be back crafting. And hopefully I'm going to move out of this and move right on into another one. And see what I can get involved with another one. I still see all this greenery. It's in my way. So I'll say goodbye to you guys. Not goodbye, I'll say so long. And I'll come back in my next video. And remember, I love you guys. And most of important, like I say, God loves you too. Okay, bye-bye.